Hello. This presentation will discuss some of the concerns related to the Pinewood development being contemplated in the South Haven area. This is an image of the area in question. To the south are Ansley Park and Summit Park subdivisions. To the west is Chulahoma Road and some homes along Janine Drive and Salisbury Road. To the north is State Line Road along with homes on Valley Grove Lane and Winsong Lane. To the east lies Getwell Road and the Oakwood subdivision. Local government decisions have facilitated rapid and at times irresponsible warehouse development. Acres and acres of formerly agricultural land located next to residential areas are being rezoned to permit heavy industrial uses. This overlay shows the proposed development. The light green area to the north and northwest represents C4 development. The slightly darker light green to the west represents O and R8 uses. The far east dark green area is also C4 development, while the tan area to the east is O. The area of concern is the green area in the center, which is zoned as a planned business park. The orange boxes represent warehouses or distribution centers. The proposed plan indicates a 100-foot landscape barrier with a distance of 200 feet between the houses and the nearest warehouse. Freight activities produce elevated levels of outdoor air pollutants, most notably particulate matter and ozone precursors, which are associated with increased risks of premature death, respiratory illness, cancer, and heart disease. In addition, distribution centers can create poor indoor air quality in nearby communities. While elevated levels of air pollutants can be acute in nearby communities, freight emissions have also been shown to worsen regional air quality. Warehouses and distribution centers near residential areas can have profoundly negative impacts on the quality of life for nearby communities. In addition to the air pollution, health, and climate impacts, industrial freight operations increase levels of noise, traffic, light, and vibrations. The imposition of freight in a residential area can carry blight with it. It is not uncommon to see heavy-duty trucks lining neighborhood streets, posing a safety threat to residents. Idling engines outside resident windows also contribute to poor indoor air quality. In short, the semi-traffic associated with distribution centers often changes a neighborhood for the worse. Dust, pollen, and mold wreak havoc with people's respiratory systems every year. At 1/4 of the size of a dust particle, particulate matter from diesel trucks can get deep into your lungs and bloodstream, causing a wide range of health impacts, including increased rates of respiratory illness and asthma, cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, strokes, emergency room visits, and premature death. Exposure to particulate matter has also been linked to birth defects, low birth weights, and premature births. Emerging studies have shown a potential connection between exposure to fine particulate matter and diabetes, as well as cognitive decline and other serious impacts to the brain. Children and the elderly are especially vulnerable to the negative health impacts of air pollution. High truck traffic near schools and residential areas poses a threat to these sensitive groups. Dozens of epidemiological studies have shown that living or going to school within 500 feet of a busy freeway increases the risk of asthma, respiratory illness, cancer, heart disease, adverse birth outcomes, and premature death. New research has also linked significant exposure to high levels of traffic pollution to diabetes, autism, lower IQ, and changes to the brain similar to those caused by Alzheimer's disease. Pollution from freeway traffic is the same type of pollution found in neighborhoods near warehouses and distribution centers. According to a comprehensive study of the South Coast Air Quality Management District, it determined that the potential cancer risk would increase within 800 feet from the center of the TRU activity. The estimated potential cancer risk would remain elevated at 800 to 3,300 feet and fall off to less than 10 per million at approximately 3,600 feet. The red area on this slide shows those homes that will be within the recommended 3,300 feet. As you can see, the entire area to the south is within the affected area. Every house in the 2 subdivisions to the south will be subject to detrimental health effects caused by particulate matter. Is South Haven moving too fast in making these decisions? Have they adequately considered the potential health effects on the local community? Do the potential financial benefits outweigh the devastating health effects that accompany distribution centers and warehouses? South Haven, I ask you, what are your priorities? Thank you for your thoughtful consideration on this matter.